that I've decided to do over a game which I've had for quite a while called Car Mechanic. Now, as you can probably see, I'm at an auction, and the car I'm about to get is a Porsche 911 Carrera S4 991. Now, the only reason why I'm going for this particular car is because of what I've got at my shop. I tried a little experiment not long back with a few cars that I have at my shop, and what was the experiment was this. I buy a Porsche engine, I build the Porsche engine, and then I thought, yeah, let's give it a shot. That sounds crazy, but I'll give it a shot. I tried to stick the Porsche engine in one of the other cars, sort of like praying to hope to God that it would work, but it didn't work. Silly me. Um, but yeah, I'm going to go all out to get this Porsche, do it up, and with that ready-built Porsche engine, stick that Porsche engine in this thing. Now, I'm going to do everything I can to get this car. It may take a couple of episodes to do this car. Probably, I don't know, say 2 or 3 episodes just to... Well, this episode will more than likely have the car stripped down and bought and stripped down. And then I might be getting ready to get the car back together. I doubt I'll get it finished by the end of the episode, but if I do, then great, but if I don't, that'll be ready for another episode. So yeah, let's get down to it. The car is as I said, a Porsche 911 Carrera S4 991, and I'm going to do everything I can to get this car. I want this car for the engine that I've got. So, wish me luck. So far, it looks like I could end up getting this car by the looks of things. I hope to. Because I really want this car, because I want to do the car some justice. And what do you know I did? I might put it in the garage. I hope I've got it in the garage. The other day also, guys, I do have a slight apology to make. The other day we ended up with a very bad thunderstorm over where I am, which knocked out pretty much a lot of the stuff around here. It even took out my Wi-Fi. So that's the reason why that episode was cut short, only 6 minutes. You probably hear me jump in the episode because of what happened. A real loud crack of thunder came as I was broadcasting, and well, yeah, the rest is history. But yeah, let's get down to business with this Porsche 911. Porsche is a very good car. Porsche is like one of the best that come out of Germany. In the way of vehicles that come out of Germany, Porsche would probably have to be my favourite car that come out of Germany. But my all over favourite car of all time and my dream car is the 69 Camaro. That car is an absolute gorgeous car. I'm an old school person and I love it. Now, as you can see, I've got the Porsche right here in front of me. Let's have a look at the bodywork. Bodywork looks better, has seen better days by the looks of things. In certain areas the body looks like it's had better days or seen better days. But what I am going to do is, I am going to do the following. I will end up doing a complete repaint on this car. In other words, it's not going to be silver anymore. It's going to be a completely different colour. I have no idea yet. But I may have to, by the looks of things, do a complete rebuild. If I do, then so be it. I'll just remove the plates, front and rear. I hate when it does this. Now, let's get the car up onto the jacks and have a look underneath. The jack I'll stick it on will be jack number 2. Now let's go and have a look at the car. The car looks reasonably sound, but with the way the game is, you never know. Let's get it up on the jacks and have a look underneath. Now the reason why you can't see the diff or anything like that under here is because it's all underneath a scratch, or it's all above a scratch tray. All this here, from what you can see, is black stuff here, is all basically a protection system for the bottom of the car, just in case the car hits any bumps or anything. Well, when it hits bumps or anything, it'll the car, because it's built low to the ground, will bottom out and it will throw sparks up. That's to protect the differential, drivetrain, you know, everything that is underneath the car. But by the looks of it, the car looks reasonably good. Let's have a look at the let's have a look. Yeah, she looks in a reasonably good nick. But what I will do is I will change. I'll do a complete job on the car just to make the car safe and sound. I mean, I know the car's probably good as it is. As you can see over there on the corner is a pickup, which I'm working on at the current point in time. But when I thought I might do a Porsche in the way of an episode, or in the way of a couple of episodes. That one over there, the pickup over there, I'm kind of hoping to start broadcasting when I'm getting ready to finish it. As you can probably see, I am in the middle of finishing it because the door on there is a different colour to the body that is there. I'll go over there and explain to you what I mean. As you can probably see, the car has been stripped completely bare. It's got 2 doors which are completely different colour because I just got those doors a few days ago. Even the back tail's got, you know, is a different colour. The whole vehicle is going to get resprayed, just like the Porsche will be. The pickup, I'm not too sure what colour I'll do it. I'll probably do it a blue colour, maybe not, I'm not sure. But this one here, I'm not too sure what I'll do with it in the way of its colour. So yeah, let's get down to it with this poor thing. Where are you, welder? Where the battery charger? Where are you? Oh no, that's the charger. What are you at? Yeah. Okay, now this Porsche, I'm going to give a total redo to it. Let's have a look and see if that's fixed all of it. Nope, looks like I'll be doing some of the bodywork myself. If I can't do the bodywork or certain areas of the bodywork, I will have to replace the areas on the bodywork myself, which I don't particularly want to do, but if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. Oh boy. Okay, as you can see, I've taken all the body panels off which can be taken off. Okay, let's get down to it, see what we can do. Okay. Ooh, what do you know? I think the body panels are fixed to the point of, yeah. Let's see. Body. Well, so far so good. As you can probably see, I'm putting the panels back on the vehicle because, well, the ones that I'm putting back on are the ones that actually ended up getting 100% back to them. You may see me replace some, but I hope not. Kinda hoping, so far it's been a yes. I won't be a pain. But you never know. And there we have it. Car is back in one piece. Now, let's have a look at these wheels. They look like they're in a shocking state. Yeah, they are by the looks of things. What would be really funny, guys, if this was my fastest rebuild. Would be funny, because I swear to, I'm telling you now, I've done quite a few rebuilds and they all haven't been all that fast, but on the odd occasion you do get the odd rebuild that can be quite quick. Now, let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look at the suspension. It looks to be in reasonably decent nick, but I'm not going to take any chances. Yeah, it's all reasonably good. Let's have a look at the... Yeah, it's pretty good actually. It's nice, by the looks of it, it's had some areas have been replaced. There are areas that will need replacing by the looks of things. So there are pieces on the car that do need replacing, so I'm thinking it may be a complete rebuild. I'm not too sure. If it is, I'm sorry guys, because I was kind of hoping to get this in and out. So that's the biggest problem. But what I will do is I'll concentrate on the back at the moment. Oh, hello, I've got a viewer. How are you? Just discussing about a Porsche which I bought at on auction, and that's what we're doing at the moment. I am going to do a few videos of this Porsche. Now I'm going to have to do a few videos of this Porsche. I was kind of hoping to get this one and get the car over and done with, but I've noticed it's got a lot of damage to it on the back. So, well, it's not a lot of damage, but there is damage on the back. And that's going to be one of the pains. It's also got rust in other areas on the wheel, on the hubs and whatnot. So what I might do is replace all the hubs and all that, or take them off, rebuild them, and redo them. That's another way of fixing them up. I might do it that way actually, which makes it, believe it or not, a quick rebuild. So that's basically the way I'm kind of hoping to do this car. A really, really quick one. I'm sort of, I don't know, say whether you'd say disappointed or what, but yeah, it's as I said earlier to people who, as I said to the my viewers earlier, Porsche are a very, very good car. They're built in Germany. To people who don't know that, where the car is built, the car's built in Germany, just like BMW is. But yeah, I'm just gonna check certain areas on this car, see what's got to be done. I'm kind of hoping I don't have to do a major rebuild, because if I do have to do a major rebuild, it's going to be a real pain. At the moment, I'm just going to concentrate on the hubs and brakes and whatnot and see what happens with that. If that's got to be done, by the looks of it, it has to be done, but if it's really got to be done and a heavy rebuild or a massive rebuild happen on the vehicle, then yeah. But it will be a pain to do if it's a big rebuild, because I've done a Porsche before and it was a real pain to do the rebuild, because it took me, quite literally, it took me a good day, because I'd be doing the car for a while, like say half an hour, and then I thought I'm stuck for ideas, so I'd pull the car apart, and as I said, I'd be sort of going, I'd sort of do it and then sort of slightly need to do something else, or I'd have to go somewhere to do something, or, you know, and then I'd come back and I'd get it done over a period of a day or so, literally real time, because I would be on here for about an hour to 2 hours doing it, and then I'd either have to call it a day or something like that. But other than that, I reckon I could have had it done inside probably, say, an hour, probably. I will be striving to do something like that with this car, or not particularly this car, but a car of similar make, because there is more than one Porsche 911, and there is more than one Porsche in this game. Let's get this over and done with, shall we? You're gonna be alright, okay. I don't know, I might leave the engine, although looking at some of the damage to it on the tray and that, I might change it over, I'm not sure. If I do change it over, then yeah, but I don't think I will. So let's just get this apart, and then I'll decide on what I'm going to do. What I might also do, guys, is if I do decide to do this a total rebuild, there might be times where I might work on it when I'm not doing the broadcast. Like when I say that, I mean just buying bits for the car. But I will do the rebuild of the vehicle in the way of broadcasts and whatnot. That's where I will do the rebuild. I do have a couple of projects going at the moment. One particular one that, as I said earlier to some of the people, or as I said to you earlier, pretty much one of the vehicles that I am doing a rebuild on is just over here, which is probably 3/4 of the way through getting rebuilt. I did do a rebuild on one particular car, which I wanted to take my time with. To the younger generation, you guys might not have heard of him. An actor by the name of Burt Reynolds. He passed away not long back, and he played a character in a movie called Smokey and the Bandit, and the character he played was Bandit. He was the main character. Now, in this game, I noticed a car similar to the car that he drives in the movie. So I thought, yeah, why not? So I bought the car and I did the car up, and as I did it up, I made sure I did it millimeter perfect, or absolutely right down to the last detail in the way of the vehicle. I wanted to do it to honour him because he was such a good actor, and he was one of my mum. He was my mum's not my mum's favourite actor, but my mum did like him, and in the way of comedy movies, he was my favourite actor. That's one of the reasons why I did that, because he did most of the movies that he did were comedy. Like, for example, Smokey and the Bandit 1, 2 and 3. He also did a couple of movies called Cannonball Run. Cannonball Runs 1 and 2. I think there was a 3, I'm not sure. But, you know, that's that. Getting back to what I'm doing here and see if I can get this car. Right, yeah. That's what you're going to do, a pain in the butt. Looks like I've got to raise the car again, guys. Yawn. I do want to try and get this car done and, like, you know, have the car going. I'd love to see it on the road, even though you can't really drive them on the game except for taking them on a track. That's a bum. I wish to God you could really drive them around on streets. It would be good, because it's a good. The game has got fantastic graphics and all that, and for people who are little kids who want to learn mechanics in cars, it's a good game for them. You can get it on PSN, because it's. You can also get it in Steam on PC, because I do play PC as well, and I'm hoping very soon to get my YouTube channel connected up with my PC as well as my PS4. But other than that, I'm hoping to be able to do certain things on both, because one of the many reasons why I want to set my PC up with it is because I've got a game on there called American Truck Simulator, and one of my friends does a broadcast every once in a while of that game. So that's that. But getting back to this, just got the rear axle out. Drivetrain, oh, okay, problem found. Yeah, no oil sump. Nice one. It looks like, guys, it could be a complete engine rebuild because the oil sump's missing. And there's rust all over the joint, so it looks like it could be a complete engine rebuild. That means I've got to take the gearbox out, I've got to take out everything. But guys, I won't do any of that up until I do broadcast. I'll do it during broadcast when I broadcast this game. So let's see what it's like out front. Pretty much at the front, it's not as bad as what it was on the rear. Its fuel tank isn't all that bad, but what I might do is I'm just about to take the gearbox out of it. So, and that's the drivetrain gone. Now, sorry about that, guys. I needed to have a real quick look at something. Aha, there it is. Okay. Bring it down and see what I can do from here. But I will have to finish up the broadcast soon, guys. But yeah. Man, this is going to be a chore and a half. Now to take the gearbox out and drop it down again and take the engine out. This gearbox gone. Now to drop it down and take the engine out. The moment I do that, now the funniest part is with this, if you have a look, to a lot of people, especially people who don't really understand Porsche 911s or anything like that, Porsche 911 and Lamborghinis and Ferraris, a lot of the vehicles have got their engines in the rear. So excuse what's been done here with the Porsche 911 sitting here like this and the crane for the engine, take the engine out at the front. Okay, I really do apologise for that, because by rights it should be at the back of the car when you're working to take the engine out of this car. It's kind of strange. Okay, so that's the drivetrain and all that out of the car. By the looks of it, yeah, what the hey, I'll do that too. Take that out. And that. That. Can you wait a sec? I'm in the middle of a broadcast. Or is it important? Is it important? Sorry about that, guys. I really do apologise. Yeah, it looks like I might be pulling the whole front end out and redoing the whole front end like I'm going to do with the back. I don't really want to do it, but it's got to be done by the looks of things. Yeah, anyhow, guys, please like and subscribe to my channel and leave comments on videos. For example, as I said, I did do a Wreckfest video the other day, but we got hit by a pretty bad storm, so I ended up having to call it quits because, well, and there we have it, guys. Sorry about the music in the background. I'll just finish off this one section, and then I have to call it quits because, well, I usually set my aim for half-an-hour episodes, so that's that, if you get my drift. Just bear with me while I take apart the whole front end. Yes, I do. Nice. We'll lift the front of the car up. Yay. Now the front of the car is going to get taken out on the left hand side, and then come the next episode of this I will do the right side and take everything out of the right side, and hopefully by the end of that episode I will be able to do, I'll have hopefully a lot more done in the way of restoration on the vehicle, because that's what you guys will be seeing me do. You guys will be seeing me do a lot of the restoration, actually all the restoration on the vehicle. The only parts that you will not see will be me buying the parts for the vehicle, because you know, I do that when I'm not, I'll be buying the parts when I'm not broadcasting, but when I do broadcast I'll be doing the restorations on the vehicle. Also, when I'm not broadcasting, the vehicle over off in the distance I will be working on. So you will gradually see that in the episodes being done bit by bit. So I'll be working on the Porsche 911, and that one off in the distance at the back, the little, in that ute or the pickup, that'll be getting done on my times that when I'm not broadcasting. I've still got quite a lot to do on that car. Just before I do get off, just before I do shut off, I will show you over the vehicle. I've got to build the engine, I've got to get drivetrain and all that put back in. I've got bodywork for the car put on, hence the colours being different to the actual body. But yeah, this one I will do when I'm not broadcasting, but I will do it bit by bit, so you guys can actually see the progress on that car, and you will obviously see the progress on this car because I'll be doing this car while I'm broadcasting. Okay guys, that is going to be that for now. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and also leave comments on my channel to what games you want to play or what games you want to see me broadcast. For example, Sims 4. I have plans in the future to do a Sims 4 episode. But yeah, that's that. I shall see you guys next time. Unsure on probably another episode of this, my next episode. But I shall see you guys when I see you guys. Play fun, have fun, and, well, as I always say, play fair. Because that's all there is to playing games on PS4 is fairness. I'll see you guys all later. Bye.